Who says you can't modify a mom car? With the help of CVF, today we're going to be modifying this 2023 Expedition Platinum with some intakes. Well, this is going to be a two-part video, and on the next one, we're also going to be installing CVF charge pipes and an intercooler. Let's go see what this thing sounds like and see if we can give it a little more pep in its step and add those cool turbo noises. Let's ride. All right, you guys, so this is a 2023 Expedition Platinum. It boasts 400 horsepower with a 3.5 liter twin turbocharged motor. Now, this is the same engine that you're gonna find in the F-150 EcoBoost, and it gives the Expedition a really nice power band to be able to work with. But one thing about it is, with it being a factory mom car, just like most vehicles, it's a little boring to drive because you don't get all the fun noises. With the help of CVF, we're able to go through and install some intakes, keep this cool because we will be towing with this car. So that way we're able to, maximize fuel efficiency, maximize any cooling, stuff like that we're gonna need to put this thing to the test. So we're gonna go out, we're gonna show you guys what this thing sounds like. It does have a really, really good power band actually from factory, but we're race car guys, so we like to hear that noise, and CVF is gonna help us do that. So let's get you guys some clips of what it sounds like in the cabin, and then we'll go and put these intakes on and show you guys what it's supposed to sound like from the factory. All right, let's see what these see what this 10-speed does. Oh, we got stuff moving by. As you can see, we can't hear anything, but this car absolutely moves. A little bit of a gas guzzler sometimes, but overall it makes really good power. It keeps it in the power band with this 10-speed automatic transmission from the factory. For a 7,000 pound SUV, this car gets up and it moves. So I think adding a little bit of noise to it would be great. CVF is awesome for supplying us with these parts for this car, and hopefully we can find some tuning for it so that way we can add a little bit more power there. From factory form, this is a pretty impressive car. So let's head back to the shop. Let's get these intakes installed, see what they sound like, see if we notice any performance difference or gain, and let's just let this thing eat. All right, you guys, so we have the Expedition in the shop. We're gonna be installing this beautiful CVF intake kit. We're gonna go through, show you guys what's included, and it's pretty bare bones. It's gonna be a beautiful cover that has all of their engraving on it, your couplers, your air filters, clamps, and then you got this little tube that comes with it. This is gonna be a check engine light eliminator. It's actually gotta go down in the PCV tube. So we're gonna show you how to install this and how to put all of this together and in your Expedition for the 2020 and plus models. So if you have any questions, drop a comment below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe so we can take care of you. But let's get going on this install and show you guys how to install this intake. All right, you guys, so to start, we just need to pull out, use our tools to pull these clips out. And that's for this little inlet tube pipe here. Well, Jonah got his out. I didn't really get mine out. There we go. Okay, now that that's done, we need a 13 mil to remove this bolt. We're just gonna remove this entire assembly as one. So we need to have the 7 mils here or a flathead screwdriver, and we're gonna go ahead, remove those, and then we'll kind of get down further into the system for you guys.
So once you have the top piece of the intake removed, you're gonna wanna come down here to this PCV tube. You need a tool that looks like this. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna put it on the sides of it and shove it up just like that. And you wanna get on the inside of here and it'll just work its way off. Once you have that out, this is an optional piece. If you choose to get this, what you're gonna do, this opening right here, you wanna put it down in the tube facing the turbo. So this open piece goes facing the turbo, just like that. And then you can just clip this back on, just like that. So once you have that tube in, we're gonna start assembling the intake. You'll see there's 2 different size couplers for this shorter and wider one. The wide end of it is gonna go right here. Then for this side's intake, you have the longer coupler. The smaller end of the coupler is what is going to go onto this side's intake. Just like that. So for the actual intake pieces, the side that does not have the mass airflow sensor, so this one right here is going to come off of this intake. The bend, the part that has the bigger bend, it's going to go in right here. Like that. And the side with the mass airflow sensor. So this little coupler right here is going to connect the two intakes. So you're going to get your clamps in place. Just like so. Just like that. Once you have these in place, you're going to go ahead and snug them down. Make sure it's pushed all the way in and tighten them up. Perfect. So for the next part, you want to get the mass airflow sensor out of the old intake system. For that, you're just going to grab it, turn it counterclockwise, and you'll feel it stop. You can wiggle it out. Just like that. When you're removing this, you want to be extra careful just because you don't want to rip this O-ring. And to put it back in, we'll put some WD-40, some lubricant, so it goes in easier and doesn't tear. When you put WD-40 or whatever type of lubricant you want, it's best to spray it on your hand or your finger and then rub it around the O-ring. You want to avoid getting anything on the actual tip of the sensor itself. I'm going to do the exact same thing as the stock one, just in reverse order. Just like that. So once you're to this point, we went ahead and separated the bottom half of the stock box, and you're going to go ahead and slide it back into place. At this point, you can go ahead and reclip the wiring for the sensor on here. All right, so once you're here, you're going to want to put your intakes through this piece of the box and get your clamps. Grab the other intake.
All right, so we finally have that CVF intake installed. A little bit of a pain in the butt, especially getting that airbox lined up. But overall, it looks extremely good. We're about to take it out and see how it sounds. Keep in mind that optional piece for the check engine light, you have to select that as an option or reach out to us and let us take care of you. CVF is running 10% off right now. So if you guys need parts for your Expedition, Explorer ST, Focus ST, anything Ford related, hit us up. Let us save you some money for Black November. Let's go see how these intakes sound. Hopefully it gives us a really good turbo noise and allows us to enjoy this car a little bit more. All right, so we got the intakes installed. Intake, yes, it's one, but it's also two. So now we get to go and see auto start step technology BS. Oh my God, I hate it. Let's see what happens. Little bit of noise. You even get a little bit of like a mini blow valve or back feed from it. That's not bad. It sounds good. It doesn't feel any faster. So that's interesting. Maybe we should four-wheel drive launch this thing just to see how it feels. We probably should have put the Draggy in it. Overall, I wish there was more noise. So there's way more induction noise, but it's not like aggressive like you would see from your turbocharged car. So we'll probably reach out, and the next video for us to do after we do the intercooler and charge pipes is probably going to be the turbo inlet pipes. So we've already got the intakes, but there's also those factory tubes that you guys see that the intakes connect to. Those actually run down into the turbocharger, and CVF makes a kit for that as well. So there's a good chance we're going to reach out to them, say, hey, we want to do these as well, and see if they'll send them to us. But overall, I like it. Oh, I do think that the torque is better. Now, on the F-150, it's claimed to be about a 10 horsepower increase. So with this having the same engine as the F-150, I'd imagine we're probably going to be pretty close on that as well. So far, no check engine light. So that little tube that you guys saw in the video is doing its job, but we'll have to continue to drive it and see kind of what happens from there. But we're going to get this thing back to the shop. We're going to go ahead and get the intercooler and charge pipes installed. That'll be our next video that we post after this one. So that way you guys can see how to install that. The intake install was a bit of a pain in the butt. Set aside probably about 45 minutes to an hour to go through and install these, make sure everything's aligned and tight. You do need that special tool to get the PCV hose off. But aside from that, it is pretty straightforward. So I appreciate you guys watching. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed, leaving us a comment and leaving us a like. That way we can go through. It helps us continue to put out content like this for you guys on all sorts of makes and models. I can't say anyone would expect us to be doing work on an Expedition. There's no ST performance model, nothing like that. So it's just us really doing anything that we want to do, and that's the fun part of this job. So again, I appreciate you guys so much. If there's any parts that you need, let us know. CVF is 10% off for all of November. So it is a Black November sale essentially for CVF. Hit us up. Let us save you guys money on your car parts. Thanks for watching.